We're looking at linebackers as we break down all the positions from the Reese Senior Bowl with Phil Savage. And Phil, you watched all the tape now, but you didn't have to watch tape to know that Hassan Reddick really stood out, certainly on game day.
Yeah, really interesting story. Hassan Reddick played defensive end for the Temple Owls at about 230 pounds. Back during the season, I talked to his coach, Matt Rule, who is now at Baylor University, and said, "Coach, you think he can stand up and play inside backer? Because I do." He said, "I think that will be his position in the pros." And did he show up and prove that here? He did everything. He covered, he blitzed, he rushed off the edge, which people knew about that at Temple. But to me, Hassan Reddick improved his stock more than any of the 100-plus players we had here in Mobile.
Wow. Well, who else jumped out on inside backers?
Well, not too far behind him was Alex Anzalone. Of course, he was an undergraduate graduate that was eligible for the game, had some injury issues at Florida, was not able to complete all the games this year for the Gators, but Alex Anzalone, 6'3", 240 pounds, he's got inside and outside versatility, but I thought he was very solid against the run and the pass and productive on game day. The other inside backer that I would mention is Duke Riley out of LSU. Now, he was their defensive MVP for the Tigers this year, but he is a will linebacker in the pros, shows really good quickness out in space. He's that modern day version of the linebacker athlete that can play out in space.
All right, give me your best outside backers from the week.
Number one, Tyus Bowser, University of Houston. Now this player, 6'2 and a half, 244 pounds, but he really elevated his draft stock in the week during the practices and in the game. He's got rush ability and he's got more coverage skill than people expected. And then the next outside backer for me was Carroll Phillips from the University of Illinois. Now, he's a player that was really a one-year starter for the Illini, but an outside guy that's got some twitch to him as an edge rusher. And again, he showed more cover ability downfield. And then the last player to really keep an eye on, Derek Rivers, is that hybrid outside backer defensive end, primarily a defensive end at Youngstown State University, but he had a sack in the game. And then during the course of the week, he showed some skill in terms of being able to walk out and play in coverage.